The Philippines headline inflation sped up to 2.5% in November, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. From 2.3% in the preceding month, inflation increased to 2.5% this month on back of higher food prices following the onslaught of powerful typhoons late in the season. The latest print nevertheless stayed within the 2 to 4% target range of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. It also matched the average forecast of 8 economists polled by the Inquirer. Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Eli Remolona Jr. earlier hinted at a rate-cutting pause at the December 19 meeting of the Monetary Board if inflation pressures persists. The central bank had cut the policy rate by a total of 50 basis points so far this year to 6%. Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri admits not being keen on the idea of having impeachment proceedings in the Senate amid the nearing elections, adding that it would only sow divisiveness. In an interview on Wednesday, December 4, Zubiri said the Senate does not want to see impeachment proceedings in their floor.
Like many of my colleagues, we would not want to see an impeachment proceedings in the Senate because obviously it's going to be very divisive. I know I'm supposed to not talk about the impeachment, but in my heart, is this what we want so close to the elections?
Zubiri's pronouncement comes after 2 impeachment complaints were filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. The first impeachment complaint was filed on December 2 and was endorsed by Akbayan Party List Representative Percival Sendanya, while the second impeachment complaint was filed on Wednesday, December 4 by over 70 representatives from progressive groups. However, Zubiri assured the public that the Senate would perform its constitutional mandate should an impeachment complaint against Duterte reach its floor. Zubiri also said he is hoping that there would be no trouble at this point of time and also seeks for a ceasefire. The senator then cited recent events in South Korea where a sudden declaration of martial law sent both the public and its government officials into a frenzy. Zubiri, however, clarified that his stance on whether the impeachment proceedings should make way is not determinative to those whose side he's in, asserting that the Senate will be very impartial.
I would like to be very clear. I would like to be very clear. At this point in time, we cannot take political sides because if there is a valid and verified impeachment complaint that will go to the Senate, we as jurors have to be very impartial about it. So I'm not taking any sides here. Ayaw ko lang sana magkagulo.
Zubiri also reiterated the bad timing of the impeachment complaint as the Congress is already set to be on break by the 2nd of February before proceeding to the election season. Senator Robin Padilla files a bill that will penalize the deliberate use of false addresses in the issuance of subpoena. Based on Senate Bill No. 2890, which was filed on Wednesday, December 4, any person who shall deliberately provide a false address in the issuance of a subpoena for the purpose of allowing the preliminary investigation to be conducted ex parte shall suffer a penalty of imprisonment of up to 2 years and a fine of up to 300,000 pesos. In filing the measure, Padilla underscores a person's right to due process as enshrined in the 1987 Constitution. According to Padilla, this guarantees the right of all persons to due process before they are deprived of life, liberty, or property. The bill likewise ensures that no individual shall be made to answer for a criminal offense without the safeguards of due process. Padilla notes that even during a preliminary investigation, an accused is already subjected to an open and public accusation of a crime, with the trouble, expense, anxiety, and moral suffering which a criminal prosecution and risk of incarceration always entails.